Of the tournament. Joining me at this time on commentary, Chris Hero.
What's going on, Dave? How's this show going so far?
King of the Deathmatch veteran yourself, Chris. Trick Davis says he would never do it again. The question is, would you, as we look at War Machine #1 making his way to the ring?
Absolutely not. But man, that War Machine looks cool, doesn't he?
He's got a cool little mask there, man. Cool little sweater that he's wearing to the ring. The hairier of the two War Machines we will call #1.
That is not a sweater. That's hair.
Of course, they were IWA Tag Team Champions before the titles became dormant, and we revived them last year.
As we look at the father of J.C. Bailey, Joe Bailey in that hat and mullet, runs BBW Wrestling in Kentucky.
Bad to the bone. Several IWA wrestlers do compete there on occasion, including his son, J.C. Les Thatcher wandering around, you'll notice.
How bizarre.
How very bizarre. As Balls Mahoney makes his way to the ring, chair in hand, the hardcore chair swinging freak. Of course, he was competing on a regular basis for Extreme Championship Wrestling at the time of this tournament, and was cleared to compete for Ian Rotten on this evening.
Former ECW Tag Team Champion, teaming with Masato Tanaka. Is this the first appearance of Balls Mahoney in IWA, Dave?
Yes, and barbed wire boards, the stipulation of this matchup.
Balls Mahoney has a show named after him at IWA, Breaking Balls. Both of these gentlemen are very large, Dave. This looks like it's going to be a very hard-hitting encounter.
Of course, we have the barbed wire baseball bat in there as well, and the chair. So this won't be only limited to the barbed wire boards. It's a barbed wire festival here in round #1. And right off the bat, Balls Mahoney going to work on War Machine #1. And out to the floor they go. We got 4 barbed wire boards in each corner of the ring. Just pounding away now. Balls Mahoney grabs a weapon from one of the fans.
And
right to the midsection. There's that green thingy again. You know, Trick Davis said that's probably the hardest weapon in the building.
the green thing.
Thing E. It's Davisism.
Oh, Davisism. T-bone. Look at Mac Daddy Mike.
Mac Daddy Mike, along with Carson Gaines, one of the guys who would get IWA results on the internet and circulated during this early period in the company's history.
And I may be incorrect, but that is Daniel Quinn that the camera just passed by. Former IWA Light Heavyweight Champion. Oh, right up against that wall. Knocking over a table in the process.
This was a period just before the state of Indiana made the decision that wrestling could not take place in National Guard armories due to the violent nature of a deathmatch tournament such as this. Of course, that ban was lifted during the past 2 years or so, as IWA currently, with the exception of the Lincoln Center and the Civic Center in Herrin, Illinois, is mainly running armories now throughout Indiana.
War Machine with his Pierroth-esque mask with the yellow and black is actually taking control of Balls Mahoney right now.
Making their way back toward the other side of the building now. Face first into the wall goes Balls.
Balls to the walls. Oh!
Blocks the chair shot attempt and down across the back of the War Machine.
I think Balls Mahoney needs some new jeans.
Yes, they're sort of ripped up at this point in time.
I wonder if he still wears these same jeans now.
And his hair is in that middle stage where it's still growing out.
It's like half between Boo, half between balls.
Hey, how about referee Eric Moore?
Yeah, Harry Palmer, baby. Could we see a hip? Oh, I thought he was going to attempt a Beal on the floor.
Well, we saw Bull Payne with that in the last matchup. Neither man busted open just yet in this matchup as we have the barbed wire weapon still awaiting in the ring. Right into the wall once again. Head first goes Balls Mahoney.
Wood to the head.
And it doesn't break. Finally it does.
What is that, plywood? Is that part of the ring?
May have been. Or perhaps to be used later on during the tournament in Four Corners of Pain style matches as the pits of destruction on the floor.
Tell you a match I definitely wouldn't want to be in. A Four Corners of Bull Payne match.
Yeah, that would be really bad, especially if there were baseball bats in each corner.
Just a different Bull Payne.
Just a different, 4 different Bull Paynes versus you.
That would be my nightmare. Yikes.
Well, Bull Payne will be locked inside of a steel cage with several guys coming up at the end of May.
I'm on his team, thankfully. Oh, we got a barbed wire bat to the head of Balls Mahoney right now.
Well, it looks like Balls may be the first one to bleed in this matchup. Barbed wire bat right across his head. And the question is, how much does the mask of the War Machine really protect his head? Yes, the barbed wire will still be able to pierce through it, but it might protect him from some early attempts at scratching him and busting him open.
He could very well be split open under that mask. We just wouldn't be able to tell, Dave.
Again, digging that barbed wire into the head of Balls Mahoney.
Dangerously close to the eyes of Ball Mahoney, as we see the blood on the bridge of the nose of Balls Mahoney.
Balls and Ian Rotten had a very hard-hitting match for Dennis Corluzzo in Yardville, New Jersey, previous to this tournament. I believe that was in April, when Balls was still competing as Abuda Singh at that point on Independence.
Around the time that he destroyed Abdullah with a fireball? Is that correct?
Yes, it was just after that period in time. I believe Abdullah no-showed that particular event, and Balls was the replacement. It was supposed to be Ian and Abby.
He still has that nice burning scar on his chest from Balls Mahoney. Abuda Singh.
Balls Mahoney breaking in on the New Jersey independent scene under Larry Sharp, I believe.
Childhood friends with Chris Candido.
And swinging that bat into the arm of Balls Mahoney now. And stomping away.
I believe they actually broke in the business, Candido and Balls, when they were around 14 years old in some small promotion in Brooklyn, New York.
And for fans of Mid-American Wrestling and IWA Mid-South that are familiar with Carmine DeSpirito, he got his start on the East Coast independent scene as well, and knew Candido and Balls at the time when they were first breaking in. So there's a lot of history with some of the people involved in the current independent scene, and these guys getting their start. As into the barbed wire board goes Balls Mahoney.
Back first. Oh, he kicks it. He doesn't like the board.
And once again across the ring, and the board just sticks to the back of Balls Mahoney.
Now the question to you, Dave Prazak, is this the same ring that IWA uses to this day?
I do not believe so, no.
Okay. It would not surprise me.
This ring does look to be in about as good shape as the ring of today, though, and can certainly use some repairs, but this was just before or right around the time of IWA's hottest period in terms of regular live attendance, drawing upwards of 300 people, 400 people on a weekly basis in Louisville.
Here you go. Another Irish whip, going to send him in the big reverse. Oh!
And the War Machine barebacked right into that.
Bareback, but he still has a hair back.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, the Nutcracker Suite, is it coming up?
Yeah, right on his head. That could be it right there for the War Machine, and it is. Balls Mahoney defeats the War Machine #1 to advance to round #2.
Huzzah.